talking about good coverage. We're on the ground because we do know we're in the third week of a deployment of military and police force, and we also do know that it's all to make sure that all of our citizens stay home. Kwesi Parker Wilson is joining us live from just across the streets, literally. We're talking about the Ring Road, one of the checkpoints on the Ring Road, and we want to go back to him. Kwesi Parker Wilson, good morning. What have you been finding out so far? I see that you're in a beehive of traffic, if I can use that phrase.
Right, so Roland, I am here at Ring Road, and just behind me are vehicles coming from the Circle Interchange towards either Osu or 37, depending on where they are going to. So we are just close to the Nima police station, and I can report, and as you can see, heavy vehicular traffic here at the Ring Road, where quite a number of the vehicles on the road are private vehicles, not commercial vehicles. I see less commercial vehicles on the road. A lot of the private vehicles are still going on, and the police are asking very interesting questions. They are interrogating the individuals who are using the road. I see a taxi driver here and a man in the vehicle. Let me just engage him briefly. Boss, good morning.
Morning, boss.
Boss, where are you going to?
I go in Medina.
Where?
Medina.
Medina. What are you going to do in Medina?
I go buy food.
You go buy what?
Chicken.
You go buy chicken for Medina?
I buy it, bought it ready. I dey sell.
You they sell, so you go back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so this man here is going to Medina, and he said that he bought some fowl and got he sells. So that is what he is going to do. But I will be speaking to the officials who are doing the checks and interrogating the drivers who are using the road, and I've seen quite a number of individuals who are just loitering about and have been asked to return. So we will be speaking to some of the police officer okay, so this vehicle has just been asked to turn around. This vehicle has just been asked to move away, has just been turned around. So perhaps the explanation wasn't quite convincing, and that is why the police has asked him to go back to wherever he is coming from. And this is the officer in charge, ensuring that movement is restricted within Nima or perhaps the Ring Road. And I want to have a quick word with him. Sir, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, master.
I want to find out from you, how challenging has this been?
Oh, so far, it has been okay. Since we started work now, those who are not giving us proper explanation has been turning down, so it's normal.
But I see you ask a lot of the taxis or the commercial vehicles to go back. Why? What I mean?
Their explanation is not tangible because they say those who are not giving proper explanation, we should turn them down. That's why I have been turning them down.
So how about the empty taxi drivers?
We also turn them down.
They say they are working. Why do you turn them down?
We don't need any explanation from them. So far as there's no passenger, they should go back from where they are coming from. Yeah.
I see. But have you made some arrests so far?
No, so far we just return them. Okay. We just return them.
I see.
Yes.
But what do you say from your own experience that there's been lesser vehicles on the road, or day in day out there's been increasing vehicles?
Today, because I don't know, because today is working day, it's plenty. The vehicles are plenty. It's plenty.
And the reasons given are they
it's not tangible. It's not tangible. That's why I'm turning them down. That's why I'm turning them back. Yeah.
I see. Okay, thank you. So that is the officer in charge here, who has been asking the vehicles to go back because the reasons being given are not tangible enough. Let's pick an interaction with these individuals. Okay, so there's a taxi coming.
Hi. Where are you from and where are you going? If you don't have staff ID, you just come down.
If I left my ID, I know who I'm going to police hospital.
Let me see, are you a staff over there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, carry on.
Okay, so these are essential workers, and that is why they've been asked to move. Okay, so I see a medical officer there going, and so the question is, where are you going to? What are you going to do there? If it is quite convincing, the police will ask you to go, but if it's not convincing, of course, you won't be allowed to go. And they are asking. Okay, so let's get this interaction.
Okay, carry on.
Come since we are just here.
All right.
So one of the key things that they are looking out for is your staff ID. So if you are working and you don't have a staff ID, the police definitely will ask you to go back. They'll politely turn you away. But if not, they will just let you go. Okay, so that's the situation here at Ring Road. It's been very challenging for the police, as they say, that it's been very difficult for them. Okay, so this.
Okay.
Very, very difficult for them because the vehicles on the road keep increasing, which they think is quite problematic. They say today is a working day, and that's why we are seeing a lot of vehicles on the road. So it's an unfortunate situation, according to the police. Very, very unfortunate situation.
MTN has done what? No. Turn him. Turn this car.
All right, so unfortunately, this man has been asked to get back. He said he was going to do something with the telecommunications, but his explanation is not tangible and has been asked to go back. Madam, you are going?
I'm going to 37.
Okay, there.
I'm going to Mama Hospital.
Okay, Mama Hospital. Do you show some more? Okay, so she says that she's going to visit the mom who is at the hospital.
If you don't have it, I'll tell you. Because the reason
my office is just here.
No.
Just behind
Show
the
me
side.
your staff ID.
I'm working with back.
No. Mother, return him.
All right, so this man failed to provide a staff ID. He's been asked to go back.
Okay, let me see your staff ID. Okay, carry on.
All right, so Roland, that is the situation here at Ring Road. Quite a number of the vehicles have been asked to go back, and of course, as you can see, they are all moving back. They've been turned away because they failed to either show an ID card or the reasons given as to why they are on the road wasn't really convincing for the police, and that is why they've been asked to turn back. So right from the second interchange, quite a number of vehicles approaching Nima or Osu or even perhaps 37, and that is the situation here. Day 15 of the lockdown. This is what we can report right from the Ring Road, where we see a number of vehicles still plying at the road in spite of the lockdown.
Well, Kwesi Parker-Wilson there, giving to us the latest update as to traffic, whether it's congested or not. You can find that traffic is congested because the police are on hand to get to know who really is in town, whether there's any justification why we need to have many of these vehicles in town. He had some interaction as well, and it was at the Ring Road, just right here leading to Kwame Nkrumah, or if you're going to Dankwa or Kanda as it is, but the bulk of the vehicles are private, and the police needed to be convinced why you had to be on the road. But we also do know that a GH COVID-19 tracker app has been launched, and that application, we're told, that is just for you to get to assess yourself, whether you have the symptoms or not, or what you feel, and you report it based on inputting data through this app, and then when they have the collection of the aggregated database, they'll sift through, and then you can easily be traced and contacted. So that's a good thing. We'll take a break. When we come back, myself and Mama Vio Swabwaji will take you through this app, the GH COVID-19 tracker. And you have to go through a site because it's not been listed on iOS as well as Play Store yet. And there are general terms and conditions that individually we all need to go through. We'll do that. We'll input our email and take you through practically what you need to know by way of the app. And then you get to have first-hand information as to how you need to do this. Make sure you stick and stay all these practical lessons coming up next.